It's been a rough couple of weeks for Coventry Sphinx, and the Sky Blue and Whites are in need of a little inspiration. But will that come this afternoon here at the Leicester Road Stadium, home of Hinckley LRFC? We are just about set to get underway with the action. The two teams are now on the pitch. Hinckley LRFC versus Coventry Sphinx. Coventry Sphinx in a changed strip. Were intended to start with the usual home attire of the sky blue shirts with the navy shorts and socks, but the socks and the shorts have been deemed too similar to that of Hinckley. So Coventry Sphinx will be playing in an unfamiliar design of the sky blue and white shirts with red shorts and red socks, almost like a hybrid of my two Coventry-based teams there. Let's get you into the starting lineup, kicking off with Hinckley LRFC. Just the one change for Hinckley this afternoon, with Jared Acton returning to the starting lineup in place of Jordan Burrows. So starting for Hinckley today, number 1, Jake Lemon. Number 2, Jared Acton. 3, Louis Gill. 4, captain Joseph Lynn. Number 5, Simon Olcott. 6 is Ben Humphrey. 7, Andrew Woolridge. 8, Michael Armstrong. 10, number 9 I should say, Liam Reid. 10, Dom Brennan. And 11, Aaron Nuttall. And for Coventry Sphinx this afternoon, number 1, Charlie Woods. 2, Joe Percy. 3, Finley Shorrock. Number 4, the new signing in midfield, Kyle Burke. Number 5, Lewis Guest. 6 is Jamie Draper. 7, Jordan Hayward. Callum Woodward, the captain, at number 8. Damien Kelly is number 9, making his first senior start for the Sphinx. 10, Kyle Carey. And 11, Jack Downs. And on the bench for the Sky Blue and Whites, number 12, Rowan Nui. 14, Idris Fasani. 15, Callum Martin. And 16, Sam Lockley. The two captains meeting in the centre circle, Callum Woodward and Joseph Lynn, and it is going to be Coventry Sphinx to kick things off. They'll be kicking from left to right from where we are in the main stand here at the magnificent Leicester Road Stadium, once of course home to the now defunct Hinckley United. It was once known as the Green King Stadium, as well as De Montfort Park. Under its current guise is the home to Hinckley Leicester Road Football Club. And we are underway with Coventry Sphinx, as we said, kicking from left to right. An early launch up the field there by the new boy, Kyle Burke. And it's a grateful gather by Jekyll LeBurn. Launched up field by the goalkeeper. Headed up and out by Finley Shorrock in his own backyard. And it will be a throw into Hinckley. So the throw to come down the right-hand side through the Hinckley veteran Acton. Gets it back through Michael Armstrong. And it will be another throw in there, knocked out by Callum Woodward. Acton. Straight out by Shorrock. No nonsense defending from Shorrock, playing in his usual position of left back this afternoon. The trial period in central midfield didn't quite have the benefits hoped for against Lye. Acton going for the long throw here, and Sphinx to mark up in the penalty area. In it goes, headed up by Humphreys. Forced Jordan Hayward, clears as far as it was chested down by the Hinckley man. There was appeals of handball. Referee doesn't feel they'll blow the whistle, and it's cleared for throwing on this near side. Just shoved the penalty area. Here's Brennan. Lynn. And slowly but surely, Hinckley falls back from whence they came with Ben Humphreys. And looking around the backyard now, the home side. Here's Leban, the goalkeeper. Humphreys. Through the middle it goes, and collected by Don Brennan. Humphreys. And Liam Reid taking a tumble there. The referee feels there wasn't enough in that challenge, and Coventry Sphinx will continue. Here's Damien Kelly. Couldn't quite get the control right on that ball down the right-hand side. Looking for a route into the penalty area. Michael Armstrong doing enough to launch it over to that right-hand side. Flicked over by Aaron Nuttall. Looking for room to breathe down the right wing, but Finley Shorrock trying to close the door. Woolridge dragged down, and it will be a throw-in. So a free kick, I should say, halfway between the box and the halfway line. Plenty of action going on around the grounds in the pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands. We'll of course keep up to date what's going on. A surprise scoreline at the Lye Sports Ground. Lye Town 1, Anstey Nomads 0. Is Lye season turning around here? That's the only goal so far in our division. Early free kick to come in from the right-hand side. Hinckley LRFC with the momentum in the first 3 minutes. Can they make it count? He goes from the right and it's easily cleared. First time by Jordan Hayward. Return to sender. Hayward slides in and couldn't snatch it away. Alcott couldn't find a rope through. And Hayward again getting mixed up in the action. Further afield this time. Rolls it across the centre circle. And here's Burke. Loses that one-on-one duel to Ben Humphreys. Down the middle, looking for Liam Reid, but it's an easy clearance. Offside flag raised against Damien Kelly. Tried to get back into position, but caught unawares that the teenage striker making his first Coventry Sphinx start. A goal in the Premier League early on. Wolves 0, Bournemouth 1. Justin Clivert with a penalty in the 3rd minute. A few of the natives around here will be interested in the Brentford-Leicester City match. A new manager for Leicester confirmed yesterday in Ruud van Nistelrooy. Won't be taking part in proceedings today, but will be in attendance at the GTEC Community Stadium. And of course Coventry City taking on Cardiff in their game, and there has been an early goal at the CBS Arena. It's a terrible start to Frank Lampard's era at the Sky Blues, as Coventry City have fallen behind in the 4th minute through Yaku Mete. 4 minutes in, Coventry City 0, Cardiff City 1. So a disastrous start for Frank Lampard as the Coventry City manager. It's 0-0 here as we head towards the 5th minute between Coventry Sphinx and Hinckley LRFC. Looping ball over the back line towards Damien Kelly, headed away as far as Louis Gill. Clearance towards Jamie Draper, nods it towards that far touchline with easy pickings for Andrew Woolridge. Chipped it towards Liam Reid. Draper backtracks and to get his head on it, and nodded down by the bonce of Finley Shorrock. Kerry races towards that lofted ball down the left-hand side, but it's out of play by Simon Alcott, playing it over the far stand. And Coventry Sphinx will have a throw in around the halfway line. Other early goals in the Championship: Blackburn 1, Leeds 0. Surprising scoreline there for promotion-chasing Leeds. A couple of full-time scores to bring you. Middlesbrough 3, Hull 1. Hull, of course, linked with former Sky Blues manager Mark Robbins in the last few days after sacking their manager. Oxford 1, Millwall 1, and Watford 0, QPR 0. Burke. Kelly clearly being held from behind, but trying to battle his way through. It was brilliant strength on show there by Damo Kelly, but eventually the number 5 of Hinckley in Simon Alcott dragged him back just enough for the referee to take action. Tried to let the play flow, and Kelly did very well to keep the move alive as long as he did. Set piece time for Coventry Sphinx. Callum Woodward on from the start, so it's his ball. So check that the ball was correctly inflated, and the referee agrees that it is not. Well, the lead for Lye didn't last long. They took the lead in the 1st minute through Joe Palmer, well, what we assume would be the first attack of the game. But Anstey have equalised through Jacob Fenton in the 7th minute. And Quorn have took the lead against fellow strugglers Rugby Town, referring to Coventry Sphinx there rather than Quorn. Reece Fife in the 5th minute there. Callum Woodward back in the team and back on set pieces. Can he make an immediate impact as there's a sea of sky blue on the fringes of Hinckley's penalty area? In it goes by Callum Woodward. Guest is up there. Guest got his head on it, but couldn't divert it goal bound. And he goes looking towards Callum Woodward and Shark. Back to Charlie Woods. Great clearance. Jordan Hayward. Kelly. Well, and here come the floodlights, brightening things up a little bit. Shorrock. Jack Downs. Back with Simon Olcott. Out it goes for the throw-in for Coventry Sphinx at the back. So Finley Shorrock will take the throw-in halfway into Coventry Sphinx territory. Woods, great clearance down the middle for Jordan Hayward. Getting stuck in on Ben Humphries. Kelly, thumped away by Olcott. Bounces out just into Sphinx turf, throwing to be taken by Joe Percy. Acton is lining up. It's Percy with the throw. It's then back where it came from there. Ben Humphries with no nonsense defending. There goes the throw from Percy. Kelly. His header straight into touch. Unfortunate there for the teenager. Finally getting his chance. Had some impressive substitute appearances for the Sky Blue and Whites. Percy heads the throwing straight out from Louis Gill. Gill again. Looks for Liam Reid. Good strength by Guest. Marshals him out of the way. Shorrock just beats Warridge to the punch on that loose ball. Here's Kyle Carey. Slide in by Jared Acton. Enough of the ball for the referee's liking. And the linesman flags for Hinckley's throw on the halfway line. Great tackle by Jared Acton. Ben Humphries. Louis Gill. Back to Humphries. Looks for Reid, heads it back. Lewis Guest only as far as Michael Armstrong. Chance to cross for Warridge. Aaron Nussel. Now Brennan. Crossing shooting from the right-hand side. Flushes across the face of goal. Charlie Wood saw that one coming all the way. Well, just like that, Coventry City have equalised at the CBS Arena. Efren Mason-Clark with what I believe is his first Coventry City goal. So after 7 minutes at the CBS Arena, it's Coventry City 1, Cardiff City 1. Talking about Midlands football, Larson equalised for Wolves, and then a couple of minutes later, Bournemouth went ahead again. It's now Wolves 1, Bournemouth 2. Woods down the centre of the park it goes. Kelly nods it to the right touchline. Hayward out of position. Louis Gill lets it trickle into touch. Throw in 10 yards into Hinckley territory. Lynn back to Gill. Read the target. Leaping header by Jamie Draper. Kept alive by Armstrong, but only as far as the vice-captain Guest. Finley Shorrock. Look for a route down the left-hand side. Warridge with the intervention. Burke couldn't find the sky blue shirt, but he's got it back with a bit of help from Callum Woodward. Thought about the long ball to Kyle Carey, but it gets away from the Sphinx top scorer. Clearance collected by Shorrock. Neither team able to bring the ball into permanent possession at the moment. Eventually, Simon Olcott heads back with Jake Laban with the goalkeeper playing it down the middle. Stretched by Burke, does well to bring it down. Here's Callum Woodward. Back to Kyle Burke, the new boy. Looking to float it over for Kyle Carey. Can Carey get there ahead of the goalkeeper? No, he can't. And Leban able to bring it under control. Worcester City have taken the lead against AFC Rushton and Diamonds through Prince Henry. 2-0 victory for Worcester against Coventry City in recent weeks. Coventry Sphinx, I should say, in recent weeks. Of course, they did beat Coventry City in the FA Cup a few years ago. Long ball Towards Joe Percy, and Percy heads it away. Burke. Now Jack Downs just behind Damien Kelly, cut out by Humphreys. On the halfway line, Ben Humphreys turns away from Jack Downs, who has been a real leader in recent weeks in the absence of Guest and Woodward. Here's Joseph Lynn. Ben Humphreys pushing further afield. Now looking to float it over for Liam Reid. And it just bounces away from the Hinckley number 9, Charlie Woods. Looking to calm things down now between the sticks. Former Quorn shot stopper has been getting his feet under the table at Coventry Sphinx in recent weeks. Away it goes from Woods. Here with the target, but beaten mid-air by Gill. Flicked on with the head of Brennan. Nuttall couldn't bring it under control, allowing Joe Percy to clear his lines. Now it's with Damien Kelly. Looking to slip it through for Kyle Carey. It's a neat ball, but Lemon is too close to it. Acton. Route 1 towards Reed, headed back by Jamie Draper. Lynn, the two captains going head-to-head, and it's hooked upfield again by Lynn. Jamie Draper once more, headed clearance. Carey shrugs aside the challenges, eventually taken into the path there of Michael Armstrong. Lunging on Callum Woodward there. In fact, it looked like Woodward had to duck out of the way of Don Brennan, but Brennan may well have been shoved into Callum Woodward's path. So the free kick to come in, midway into Sphinx territory on the right-hand side. Whipped in towards Humphreys, nodded down by Humphreys. Jamie Draper, no nonsense defending, first-time clearance from the Sphinx youngster. Gill, under pressure from Damo Caddy, heads back to Leban. Gill again, covered up by Jordan Hayward, but cuts away from the Sphinx number 7. Alcott. Now Acton on the right-hand side. Will he thread it through for Dominic Brennan? No route through. Goes to Aaron Nuttall. Now Armstrong. Wayward ball by Don Brennan. Now Sphinx on the counter. Kyle Carey looking to stream through. Damo K's up there with him, as is Jack Downs. Runs into the challenge, though. It's a good, strong challenge on show by Simon Alcott. Reed slips it through for Aaron Nuttall. Nuttall's only got Guest to beat. Stretched out with a leg by Lewis Guest. Woolwich leaping over the challenge. Hinckley aren't done yet. Reed. Now Humphreys on the edge of the area. Out wide. Don Brennan looks for Reed. Guest got enough on it. Corner. Backs to the wall job for Coventry Sphinx, but the wall remains unpenetrated. Corner for Hinckley. Humphreys in the Acton 2. Brought down safely by Woods. Now the counter's on down the left. Jack Downs, there's space in the middle for Kyle Carey. Kelly up there too. Determined run down the left wing by the Sphinx veteran. Looking for Kelly. Acton just picks it up. Now it's with Louis Gill. Turns away from Kelly, and now Hinckley trying to find a blue and red shirt. Punted on by Woodward. Heavy touch by Kyle Carey. And Joseph Lynn looks to kickstart the Hinckley counter, but a wayward ball into the centre circle. Jordan Hayward collects, and with a bit of help from Kyle Burke, a space down the right-hand side. Joe Percy racing up behind him. Hayward looking to cut in. Jordan Hayward with a strike opportunity. Drags it across the face of goal. Brilliant run from Jordan Hayward. Just needed the finish. "70 minutes of play gone here at Leicester Road Stadium, one of the more impressive venues of the pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands. It remains scoreless between Sphinx and Hinckley Leicester Road. And Hinckley just edging the possession and the attacking play, but Sphinx look dangerous on the counter. And another goal for Bournemouth at Molineux. 18 minutes in, another penalty for Justin Clivert. So the Cherries running rampant at Molineux. And as we told you earlier, Coventry City falling behind through Yaku Mite in the 4th minute at the CBS Arena in Frank Lampard's first game with the Sky Blues. But Mason Clark has brought it back to 1-1 in the 7th minute. Slipped by Acton, who was looking for a route down the right-hand side, cleared by Kyle Carey, collected in the centre circle by Humphreys. Now it's with Michael Armstrong. Don Brennan. Awkward one for Lynn to catch on the far side, but it's kept it in. Woolwich the target, stabbed away by Kyle Carey, shoulder to shoulder with Armstrong. Challenging by Brennan. Now it's with Armstrong. Don Brennan rolls away. And Lewis Guest with the clearance as far as Gill. Turns away from Jordan Hayward and Hinckley forced back. Guest. Onto Jordan Hayward. Kyle Carey. Stood over to that far side of the field. Shy across the target. Woolwich with the interception. Liam Reed's up there with him. Shy trying to chuck him away from the area. And that positioning from Finley Shy has done wonders. The ball misplaced to Joe Percy, mopped up by Downs. Now it's with Callum Woodward. Hayward looks for the through ball to Damo Kelly. I think Kelly would have been offside. Floats the ball towards Carey instead, headed away by Acton. Woolwich with the volley on towards Liam Reed. Draper meets in midair, nods it down and gets the free kick. Draper in a back 4 today, no back 5 for Sphinx, which has been the norm recently. Although Kyle Burke can drop back as a makeshift centre-back. He is predominantly a central defensive midfielder, but can play in the heart of defence too. Shark heads on, looking for Damo Kelly. Getting a head test going on in the midfield. Carey to Woodward. Was Kelly being held from behind there? Referee doesn't feel so. Tries to keep within the confines of play, and that little drag on the shirt could have been the difference between Kelly getting there and not. Jake Leben. Short one from the edge of the penalty area to Ben Humphreys. Nuttall playing deeper this afternoon. Don Brennan. Now how lethal he can be with the ball with his feet. Back to Nuttall. Reed waiting in the area. Strong standing challenge by Burke. Nuttall barges past Woodward. He was looking for the chipped effort over Charlie Woods. I don't think it would have leapt over the goalkeeper, and it was wide to boot. Coming up to the halfway point in the first half. An exciting first half it's been, but not too many opportunities. Remains Hinckley Leicester Road 0, Coventry Sphinx 0. Two sides whose seasons haven't really hit the heights they had intended, although you have to say that Hinckley's heights were a lot higher than that expected of Sphinx. Hinckley defeated on penalties by Harbour Town, who today are playing, tomorrow I should say, are playing Reading in the FA Cup second round, and who are now playing their trade at step 3. This is why no one in football particularly likes penalty shootouts, because a season can be defined by one swing of a boot or one swipe of a glove. Carey. His run down the left-hand side, curtailed by the shielding by Acton. And a wayward clearance out of play for a Coventry Sphinx throw-in, just shy of the halfway line for the Sky Blue and Whites. Sphinx go home with Woods. Has been a reliable number 1 since his arrival from out of Church. Surely a push in the back there on Jordan Hayward from Gill. Referee feels not. And Lewis Guest had to reach that ball first from Liam Reed, and Hayward snatches it away from the feet of Gill. The Hinckley attack falters. But really, it's a that shouldn't have happened. Another push, this time on Karen Woodward, and this time the referee finds in favour of the Sky Blue and Whites. The opposite number 4, the opposite captain, Joseph Lynn, with the foul. Well, Anstey have completed their turnaround at Lye. Jacob Fenton with the second goal of his afternoon. Swanton Council 1-0 up at home to Shepshed. Quorn battering Rugby 3-0 after 22 minutes. And Long Eaton are 1-0 up at Racing Club Warwick. Guest from the halfway line with a free kick. Simple nod away towards Liam Reid. Stretched by Downs, couldn't bring it down. Reid only as far as Finley Shorrock. Floats it down the left-hand side. Burke is up there and causes some tension with Jared Acton. His clearance skews out to the right. Another throw on the halfway line for Coventry Sphinx. They're looking good. Too many draws, you'd have to say, for the Sky Blue and Whites this season, much like last year. But a draw here against a side who were tipped for automatic promotion can't be seen as a bad thing, although you would like to see Sphinx pushing on for a victory. It was the outing here at Leicester Road Stadium last season, which eventually earned survival for Coventry Sphinx. They lost by 1-0, a very late goal, but thankfully Sphinx had already survived due to results elsewhere. And they're looking to ensure they are not in that position again. Downs, cannons off Humphreys. Lewis Guest hooks it along the right touchline. Down by Humphreys, but nodded across by Kelly. Sphinx can't quite get a foothold up front. Brennan. Now Humphreys. A little bit of space for Nuttall, but rolls it up onto his chest. Percy a little too enthusiastic and trying to wrestle that one back from the Hinckley number 11. And some quick-fire goals at the G-Tech Community Stadium. Leicester had taken the lead through Buonanotte, but Visa has just pulled it back for the Bees. Acton. Andrew Waldridge brings it down, but only as far as Downs, who gives it away cheaply. Michael Armstrong, a sea of blue in front of him, cannon down by Lewis Guest. Carey runs into Acton. Little trip by Carl Carey. The referee feels it wasn't enough to get the free kick. Acton able to find Simon Olcott. Lob ball to the right. Header away by Shorrock. Buying Sphinx some time, but Woolridge will try again. Protected through ball to Reed. Cut out well by Draper. Sphinx are defending with their lives here. Draper's clearance. Olcott nods it over Damo Kelly. Now the captain, Lynn. Acton. Woolridge. Interception by Downs should end the danger. It's being forced back to his goal. And the clearance by Downs sent back off the Sphinx number 11 by Michael Armstrong. Hinckley won't let Coventry off that easy. If Sphinx needs some options from the bench, they actually have one more than Hinckley. Hinckley with just the 3 men on the bench in Chris Jones, Callum Earls and Jake Warm-Leighton. And Coventry Sphinx with Idris Hosseini, Callum Martin, Sam Lockley, who hasn't appeared for Coventry Sphinx since the first week of September when he was sent off on his debut. He then suffered a toe injury. And also on the bench of Coventry Sphinx is Rowan Newey, who has been on trial at West Bromwich Albion. He played an under-18s match, I believe, this morning, and has raced over from the other side of the Midlands to be here as a substitute for Coventry Sphinx, which is absolutely amazing. Brilliant commitment on show from Rowan Newey. And as we said, Callum Martin in the squad as well. He has been recalled from a two-way deal at Hinckley LRFC's rivals, Hinckley AFC. Well, there's been a delay here as one of the Hinckley players, I believe Jared Acton, has gone down with looks like a problem with his lower back. And of course, back injuries are not something that you can fix quickly. It's not something that the magic sponge is able to fix. So let's have a look through the latest scores in the pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands. Coleshill 0, Boldmere 0. Ligue 1, Anstey 2, Racing Club Warwick 0, Long Eaton 1, Quorn having a field day at Butlin Road, Rugby Town 0, Quorn 4, Sporting Castle 1, Shepshed Dynamo 0, Sutton Coldfield Town 0, Corby 1, Matthew Slynn getting the goal there, Wellingborough 0, Grantham 0, the Battle of the Towns at the Dog and Duck Ground, and Worcester 1, AFC Rushton and Diamonds 0. And that game between AFC Rushton and Diamonds postponed for the second time last week as due to a waterlogged pitch, this time in good order, in good time. And they are set to play each other again in the second Tuesday of December. This coming Tuesday, it's a Birmingham Senior Cup match between Coventry Sphinx and Tamworth at the Land Ground. That should be a great occasion. And we are underway again. Woolwich. Referee has to duck there as he slices it across the field of play towards Louis Gill. And unfortunate on this near side for Aaron Nuttall. Couldn't reach that through ball. And it bobbles into touch level with the penalty area. And there is a change being prepared here for Hinckley Leicester Road. And it's unfortunate Jared Acton cannot continue. So Chris Jones will make an introduction on the 29-minute mark. So just 2 tactical changes left for Hinckley Leicester Road. As Chris Jones is drafted on for Darren Acton. Throwing nodded on by Damo Kelly. Hoofed into the stand there. The Hinckley camera has to duck out of the way. Simon Alcott not worrying about the media side of things there. In this game, it does help to either have a hat or a helmet, I must say. Percy. Knocked out of the area by Ben Humphreys. And the job finished through the centre circle. It goes. Awkward bounce with Jamie Draker. Was he jabbed down by the number 12 in Chris Jones? Referee says no, but it's a good clean clearance from Charlie Woods as it rolled away from the substitute striker. What a strike force Hinckley have now with the likes of Reed, Brennan, Nuttall, and substitute Chris Jones coming on. Now Jones looking to barge his way through the back line, and a stern challenge standing there by Callum Woodward, and the referee feels it was too stern, just swatting into the ground. Perhaps a little harsh, but you've seen them given, you've seen them denied. Half an hour gone here at the Leicester Road Stadium, home of Hinckley Leicester Road Football Club. The Coventry Sphinx are holding their opposition at bay. Very similar to the last meeting between these two sides, but of course very different circumstances back then on the last day of last season. Hinckley confirming their spot in the playoffs, while Coventry Sphinx confirming their status as step 4. At the moment, these sides separated by just 1 place. Sphinx in 17th, Hinckley in 16th. Hinckley have started their march back towards the upper echelons of the table with back-to-back victories over Boldmere and Bedworth. They've gone through the Bs. They want to start in the Cs today. Free kick in by Woolwich. Scoops over the woodwork. Certainly got the accuracy right, but it was just the power taking it over the crossbar. Just to remind you, we are going off air here on the Coventry Sphinx YouTube channel for around 10 minutes at half-time, so get yourself a glass of something cold or a mug of something hot and get back here for 4 o'clock for the second half coverage. And a reminder to hit that like button if you are enjoying today's coverage and subscribe for more exclusive content from the club throughout the season. Reed, who is now slotted on the right-hand side of that attack. Bounces away from Jones. Jones shielded from the ball by Jamie Draper. And Draper dragged down by Jones. Somehow the referee doesn't give the free kick there. It looked like a clear free kick from where we're sitting. Carey dispossessed from behind, but a wayward ball from the midfield. Damo Kelly launched over from the right by Callum Woodward. And Jordan Hayward nods it away from Gill, getting away from the number 3. Jordan Hayward down the right-hand side, pulls it back, looking for Jack down to the crucial block. Handball claims, upheld by the referee, penalty! The Hinckley defender throwing himself at the ball, but the wrong part of the body connecting with the strike. It was a powerful hit from Jack Downs. It had goal written all over it. And the only way to stop it for the Hinckley man was to wave his arm at it. Well, who will it be? Callum Woodward, of course, missed his last penalty. And he's going to hand responsibilities, I believe, to Kyle Carey. Sphinx's top scorer, a cool customer if ever there was one. Looking for goal number 7 of a goal-laden season. Carey converts! You don't stop those! Nearly removed the goal from its roots, sticking it into the top of Leban's net. Carey's been out of the goals for a while, but how sweet the sound of that ball rippling the net. Coventry Sphinx take the lead at Leicester Road Stadium by 1-0 with 12 minutes until half-time. Let's see how the Sphinx can maintain this advantage. Of course, recent weeks against the likes of Loughborough and Coleshill, Sphinx have been pegged back. And awkward slip there by Woolrich as he tried to latch onto that crossfield ball by Lynn. He has got there, but Hinckley at the moment look under pressure. Carey, diving header into the ground, collected by Damo Kelly. Sphinx are on the front foot here. Downs is waiting for it. Kelly plays it into the centre with the new boy, Kyle Burke. Avoids the challenge. Burke low one into the area, but stopped by Ben Humphreys. Kelly was the target there from the former Boldmere man, who of course has recent history of playing against Hinckley. Sliding challenge by Hayward. Takes it after a throw-in right in Hinckley's backyard. And that goal sees Coventry Sphinx brimming with confidence. And Gill has got to get this ball right from his own back line. Humphreys, danger ended for now. And Jamie Draper, who's won everything in the air, not on towards Carl Carey, couldn't bring it down. It's Olcott as far as Coventry Sphinx's captain, Callum Woodward. His ball connects off the shoulder of the defender, Olcott, and Woodward dragged down on the fringes of the box. Another set piece for Coventry Sphinx, and this is in prime Kyle Carey territory. Things are looking good for the Sky Blue and Whites. They have the 1-0 advantage, and Kyle Carey loves these situations. The wall set up by Leban. Woodward standing over it with Kyle Carey. You have to think it's going to be Carey's ball. He's got the bit between his teeth. He's got the taste for goal. 5 men stand between Carey and the net. But when has that ever stopped him? In fact, he'll leave it for Callum Woodward, looking for his first goal of the season. It's Woodward, and denied by a brilliant parry from Leban. That first goal is coming for Callum Woodward. The question is the second goal of the game coming for Coventry Sphinx? Woodward again with the ball at his feet. It's in by Woodward, and a free kick given there for a little bit of argy-bargy in the penalty area. And Lewis Guest on the end of a little bit of a melee from Hinckley. Back on his feet now, but Lynn and another Sphinx, but I believe Chris Jones there with a bit of pushing and shoving on the deck. Referee waves it away. And now striding up from the back is Humphreys. Nuttall. And what should have been a simple ball to Gill is cut out by Jordan Hayward and skips past the challenger Ben Humphreys. Carey going to play through. Hayward goes for the long range spectacular, blocked by a sliding Olcott. And now Callum Woodward spots Carl Carey free down the left-hand side. Great vision by the captain. Hayward, crossing opportunity, Jordan Hayward. Kelly's there! And would have got on the end of it if not for a diving header by Olcott. The last 5 minutes have been dominated by the visitors. Well, Woodward over again. Hopefully Sphinx won't lose out for a free kick on this one. Kyle Carey trying to get in the head there of Jake Lebanon, trying to close him down. Carey feels that he's being fouled there, but Woodward gets the okay to take it. Plenty of movement in there, and a clear shove on Kyle Carey. Everybody says no. Night towards the net by Jamie Draper. Kyle's directionary tactics not quite paying off. And now the counter is on for Hinckley. In towards Brennan, and it's a good clearance. As far as the other half of the field there from Coventry Sphinx. Great defending on show. Aaron Nuttall ducking and diving away from Joe Percy. Last season's player of the season, not letting him get away. And he's stuck it out for the throw-in off the leg of Aaron Nuttall. It's performances like that which earned him the admiration of his comrades and the fans last season. Well, the throwing to be taken on the fringes of Sphinx's penalty area. There it goes from Percy. Nodded down for us. Another Sphinx run the halfway line by Ben Humphreys. Up it goes from Percy. Humphreys nods away, flicked on with the head of Nuttall. Jones claims it. And volleyed over the back line by Don Brennan, but Finney Shark checks his shoulder and sees he's got all the time in the world. Collects the ball, now looking for a sky blue shirt upfield. Woodward the target, shoved down from Lynn. Referee says nothing doing, but Lynn's ball sliding in is the new boy Kyle Burke, and he's done beautifully, preventing the counter from Hinckley and playing it onto the roof of the far stand. 5 minutes to go until half-time at Leicester Road Stadium. Once the home of Hinckley United, and Coventry Sphinx lead by 1-0. Bad news for the locals here as Leicester are now 2-1 down through Sade scoring the second for Brentford. Jones, and that's a nasty challenge in on Callum Woodward, catching the Sphinx captain right on the ankle. And the referee trying to calm the situation down here. The yellow card immediately coming out to try and release some of the tensions, but Chris Jones with a gnarly tackle. It was a challenge that incensed the Coventry Sphinx fans on the far side of the field and the bench just next to us. Well, Jamie Draper wants a bit more punishment. And a yellow card for Jamie Draper for what I can only assume is dissent. And Lewis Guest could be heading into the book too. So similar, exact same punishment for talking to the referee for Jamie Draper as is the punishment for the challenge from Jones. Well, of course, some referees are a bit more stern on back chat than others. Well, I'm glad to say that Callum Woodward is bucking his feet. It's going to take more than that to keep the skipper down. A Sphinx legend who has been sky blue and white since he was a kid. His father, of course, the co-manager at the Sky Blue and Whites. Free kick from halfway into his own turf by Charlie Woods. Hayward the target on the right-hand side. Back heel by Jordan Hayward. Another one from Kelly, but just stopped by the leg of Ben Humphreys. It was a cheeky tactic from Kelly, and it very nearly paid off. Humphreys. And it's a good clearance from Joe Percy. Skips away. Damien Kelly. Down the right, Jordan Hayward. Kelly available in the area. Damo Kelly, chance to strike. Damien Kelly with his first Sphinx senior goal. An occasion made for the teenager. His first start, his first goal, a star is born. "18-year-old Damo Kelly receiving the ball in prime position and confidence beyond his young years, takes a touch and just swipes it past the Hinckley number 1. A moment to remember. He's one of our own. Damo Kelly makes it 2-0. Just 90 seconds to go until half-time, plus stoppages, of course, the goals and that injury to Darren Acton, as well as the stoppage for Callum Woodward's injury as well. Those are the two main stopping points in this game. So I would say a minimum of 3 minutes. Of course, some referees decide to play a shorter first half stoppage time and then a longer second half. Really depends on who you get. Leben. For Chris Jones. Gets his helmet this time in front of Jamie Draper and out wide with Woolridge. Reed. Too heavy from Reed. Woolridge couldn't reach it in time. And a throw into Coventry Sphinx in their own backyard. We'll see Idris Hosseini and Callum Martin going for a warm-up along this near touchline. The first time that Hosseini hasn't started in a good 4 games. The performance against Lye, the Sphinx management field wasn't satisfactory. The throw flicked on by Carey, who scored the first goal from the penalty spot. And, well, I'm not quite sure what that was from Joe Lynn there, but of course it's probably not what he intended. Hooks it straight out for another throw in exactly the same position. While Sphinx with 2-0 lead. Callum Martin warming up. Will the Sphinx go to a back 5? They've started with a back 5 the vast majority of games this season. They've gone with a back 4 today. And it seems to be working for the Sky Blue and Whites. Hopeful ball over the back line from Hinckley. And Lewis Guest with an easy pass back to Charlie Woods, who hasn't had to make a save so far. Towards Damo Kelly. Kelly nods it up. Hayward leaves it for Louis Gill. Now it's with Reed. Cushions it for Woolridge. He's playing a little bit deeper since Acton's withdrawal. Armstrong. Jones. Back to Michael Armstrong. Reed, Armstrong, great give and go football from Hinckley. The Knitters looking to needle their way through the Sphinx back line. Finney Shark standing up well. And it's kept in by Jamie Draper as the ball went past Shark, but crucially not the player in Woolridge. Shark with the clearance again. As far as Joe Lynn, Hinckley sending some substitutes to go and warm up, but they're going to need some serious help in the second half. And that Sphinx play away with Callum Woodward. Kelly takes it past 1. Will he get to the seconds? No, he won't. Joe Lynn able to beat him for pace and back with Leben. Clears as far as Jamie Draper, nods it up, and Shark. Awkward bounce for the left back, trying to shield it from Liam Reed. But flicked up by Jamie Draper, who's been up there for man of the match this afternoon. Finds Kyle Carey. It's a bit too far for Damien Kay to stretch. That puts Olcott under pressure. Now it's with Reed. If Hinckley can get one back here, they've got a big chance in the second half. Nutso. And dink through. Hinckley with their first real opportunity of the game out wide. Jones in support. Crossing opportunity for Woolridge. Hinckley lining up here. But ever so surely they're being forced back. Lynn in anchoring midfield. Now with Gilm, they've wasted the opportunity, it appears. Humphreys tries to kick-start it again. Lynn. Brennan. Through ball for Reed. Couldn't get the strike away and it's hooked away by Burke. Humphreys. Now left back is Louis Gill. Dominic Brennan. And now Lynn. Will he try from range? Slide in by Jamie Draper. Takes him out of the equation. In for the right-hand side. And, oh, well, it would have been good in the game of rugby, but unfortunately it's not going to fly here. curling in from the right-hand side there, Hinckley Leicester Road. But Joe Lynn's effort couldn't halve the deficits on the fringes of half-time at Leicester Road Stadium. And we've had just under 3 minutes of stoppage time. We'll, of course, let you know what's going on around the grounds before we go off air for half-time. And what a first half it's been for Coventry Sphinx. They haven't dominated possession, but they have worked with it when they've had it. Woods. Hey, with the target, gets enough on that header, but volleyed away by Humphreys. So Gill, I should say. Headed done by Draper. Chested down the centre circle by Liam Reid, but a combination of Carey and Woodward muscling it away from the home side. Woodward. Carey avoids the stretch from Andrew Woolridge. Cross cannons of a Hinckley man, but Carey has got there. Looks for a sky blue option. And stopped in the penalty area by a backtracking Liam Reid, who clears, and the referee blows the whistle for half-time. And what a first half it was for the Sky Blue and Whites. That penalty strike from Kyle Carey, as well as a momentous goal for Damo Kelly, the Sphinx teenager, putting the Sky Blue and Whites in front at the break. Half-time score, Hinckley Leicester Road 0, Coventry Sphinx 2. Let's take you through the half-time scores now around the grounds. Kozel 0, Boldmere St Michael's 0, Lyde 1, Anstey 2. Race Club Warwick have equalised at home to Long Eaton. Corn 4 up at Rugby Town. Kelso 1, Shepshed 0, Sutton Coldfield 0, Corby 1, Wellingborough 1, Grantham 1 and Worcester 2, Rushden Diamonds 0. We're heading off now for our half-time break and to catch our breath after a great first half. We'll be back in around 15 minutes. We're back for the second half here at the Leicester Road Stadium. Coventry Sphinx leading by 2-0 at half-time over Hinckley LRFC. We are just set to begin the second half proceedings. Can the Sphinx see this one out? We don't need to be reminded of Sphinx leading 2-0 at home. Away, I should say, to Kozel a couple of weeks ago. And a reminder, Sphinx are yet to taste victory on the road this season. So we're keeping everything crossed for the boys that they can get it done in this second half. And we are underway with Hinckley kicking from left to right. No changes at half-time, so it is as you were in terms of the personnel on the pitch. And a reminder that Hinckley only have 2 changes left, with Chris Jones having replaced Jared Acton in the opening proceedings. Sphinx still have their full contingent of substitutes, including Nui, Fasani, Martin and Lockley to come in the second half. And an early burst here from Hinckley down the left-hand side with Aaron Nussel. Down the line with Lynn. Going to find his way for a congested midfield. Lynn still going. Joseph Lynn looking to pull one back early. Swipes it across, looking for Chris Jones, and no nonsense defending from Callum Woodward. Hayward slides it away from Louis Gill. Midway into Sphinx territory, but Hinckley ahead to fight in this second half. Joe Lynn. Gill. Header away on the edge of the area by Lewis Guest. Kept alive by Michael Armstrong. Plays a 1-2. Armstrong. Still going Armstrong. Needs some help. Or does he? Forced away by Kyle Burke. Now Lynn. Joe Lynn out wide with Gill and Sphinx. Good pressing from the back. Here's Chris Jones. Slips as he tries to shield from Percy. And Percy with a bit of help, and Woodward has got it away. Now it's with Burke. Sliding challenge by Armstrong. Referee feels that he got something of the ball. It didn't look like he did from where we're standing. Armstrong receives from Don Brennan. Woolridge from the right. And Jamie Draper sliding in, touching that ball away from Liam Reid. Here come the Sphinx with Kyle Carey. Swapping the play, looking for Jordan Hayward. Looks like it's going to be a ball for Louis Gill. Heads it into the hands of Lebanon. And a quick throw from the Hinckley number 1 out to Louis Gill. Opens a little pocket of space on that far side of the field for Hinckley. Looking to thread the needle there to Aaron Nussel, but easy pickings for Joe Percy. Sphinx have just got to maintain the calm play that they had in the first half. No silly mistakes. He's in Hinckley's own backyard now with Gill. The Sphinx looked for a route down the right but couldn't find one. Gill through the middle. And a heavy first touch from Armstrong. Hayward as far as Gill. Sets away from the challenge of Joe Percy, who now has to backtrack. Here's Lynn. Space out wide for Liam Reid. Reid has got finished Shark for company. Now Woolridge covered up by Carey and Shark. And the space out wide for Liam Reid. Cross turned away by Jamie Draper. Now Louis Gill. Charged down by the back of Jack Downs. Looked like it hurt, that one. Carey taken out 1-on-1 with Lynn, but the Lynn ball is slid away by Shark. Deflected. Is it going to be a throw-in for Hinckley? No, kept in by Liam Reid. Relentless Hinckley pressure. Can Sphinx handle it? Brennan. Now it's with Liam Reid. Across Wood's goal, but no one home to claim it. Collected on the far side by Aaron Nussel. Gill's down line. Armstrong is close by. Down line with Louis Gill. Armstrong. We're going to chip it through for Gill again. Too close to it is Joe Percy, and Percy sends it out for a throw-in. Feels that the final touch came from Gill. And a yellow card there for Jack Downs as he was appealing to the referee that it should be a Sphinx throw. The fans behind the goal appealing that it should be a Sphinx ball too. But the appeals falling on deaf ears. And it will be a Hinckley ball level with the penalty area. It's being taken a fair few yards away from the corner where the ball went out. And eventually it will be taken. Don Brennan looking to get on the end of it. No options really presenting themselves. It is now to the feet of Aaron Nussel. Jones is on the vicinity. Brennan trying to battle his way through Kyle Burke, and it will be a throw into Sphinx. You have to think this is going to be one dramatic second half. We've already had just under 5 minutes already. I'm out of breath, and that's not just because of the weight issues. There goes the throw, nodded on by Damo Kelly. He's already got one to his name. Looks for Jordan Hayward, and it hits the back of Simon Alcott for another Sphinx throw halfway into Hinckley territory. Now the throw goes on, looking for Jack Downs. Downs has got there right on the touchline. Shielded in the corner, pressed all the way by Joe Lynn. Hard to think there's going to be time-wasting tactics. Who got the last touch? Oh, and it's been put out of Jack Downs for a goal kick, and Downs is appealing again, and now the captain, Callum Woodward, is being called over because Jack Downs has already been booked for dissent a couple of minutes ago, and the referee isn't happy with Downs' tone. Well, Idris Fasadi is going for a warm-up, and it looks like Jack Downs could be saved from himself, but it's not a position that Sphinx would have wanted to find themselves in, having to drag off one of their most vital players, one of their biggest leaders in the team. Downs has got to keep his cool, but even with one daft challenge from Jack Downs, he could be off. Certainly looked like a final warning from the referee. It's away by Leben. Brought down by Hayward. Woodward looks for Jordan Hayward again. Hayward's brought it down beautifully. Carey trying to stay onside. Kelly making himself available too. It's Jordan Hayward looking for the chance to strike. Jordan Hayward for 3-0. Good strike on show there by Jordan Hayward. Just flies wide of the post. So Gill striding away from the back now. Jones. All who'd want to control, and he's got, guess, trying to force him away. Brennan. A bit of help from Reed. Brennan again. Joe Lynn, the captain. Hinckley passing it around in the midfield, just looking for an opening. Humphreys. Looks for Reed on the edge of the area, and it bounces for Liam Reed. Can he get the strike away? Sphinx crowding in, and Reed's effort is wayward. Pulls it across the face of the net. Now, a massive shout out to Delina Moore, Mick Smith, Sonia Williams, Adam Green, all tuned in. Mick tuning in from sunny Spain, certainly a lot more sunny than Hinckley is. The sky wasn't exactly sky blue before the sun started to set. And unfortunately, Sonia missed Kyle Carey's goal. Sonia, of course, an avid member of the Kyle Carey fan club, and she went to the loo and missed it. So always take your phone to the toilet. That's one of the things I've learned in Coventry. And Sphinx are about to make a change. We believe it's going to be Jack Downs being withdrawn for Idris Fasani. And good pressure on show by Damo Kelly, forcing the slide out by Alcott. And a throw-in right on the edge of the penalty area for Coventry Sphinx. And there's been another goal at the CBS Arena, and it's not good news for Coventry City. Alex Robertson has put Cardiff in front. Hayward. From the throw, Percy. Stopped by the feet of Gill before he could enter the penalty area, and front clear. And making the run for the counter is Chris Jones. Out comes Charlie Woods. Referee's got a decision to make here. It looked like Charlie Woods played the ball off the number 12. With a final touch coming from a Sphinx man. It will be a corner kick to Hinckley Leicester Road. You had to take it hard there to Charlie Wood, who came out commanding his area, shutting off any avenue of approach for Chris Jones. Jones tried the effort, stopped by Woods. There was contact between goalkeeper and striker, but the chance has already been gone. And now there's a bit too much hassling and harrying in the penalty area. Hinckley trying to crowd out Charlie Woods. About to hit the 10-minute mark in the second half, and Hinckley have dominated this second half. Will they be able to maintain that momentum? No, they won't. Nodded out the first man of asking, Callum Woodward, strong header out. And it's a throw quickly taken to Louis Gill. Gill's delivery, Jones cushions it. In by Alcott. Headed out, and there were appeals of a high boot there. Referee says no. Alcott's got it back from Kyle Carey, but again, poor placement from the pass. And Finley Sharrock finds Kyle Carey. Carey looking for a route around the number 6 in Ben Humphreys. Can only find number 7 in Andrew Woolridge. Woolridge finds Alcott, who's playing a little further up now. Armstrong dropping deep into central defence, while the number 5 Alcott gets back into position. Here's Lynn. Armstrong playing further afield now after slotting in defence. Woolridge tried the give and go as Reed looked to flick it over Finley Sharrock, but didn't have the height on it. Now it's with Callum Woodward. Kelly trying to time his run, and he's timed it beautifully. It's beyond the last defender, but it's a tight angle. Tries to find a more central location. Sliding on Kelly. He's still got the ball. Looking to dig it through for Finley Sharrock. Lynn tries to get it, but again Damo Kelly in there. Chad Downs going back for Sphinx. Lost it over the back line. Jordan Hayward will give chase. Hayward should get there ahead of Louis Gill. Gill tries to challenge in, and it's been cleared as far as Lynn, but the determination from Damo Kelly, he is not letting this starting opportunity get away from him. Gill letting that ball get away from him. The back pass there by Don Brennan. Catching Gill off guard. You've got to say, what a player this Damo Kelly is. Shea Willett coming back in the next couple of weeks from his red card. Shea, I wouldn't bet on your sign plays back. Damo has been incredible. Here comes the throw. Joe Percy. It's over Kelly, and Jordan Hayward, can he bring it down and strike? Surrounded by red and blue shirts. The strike turns off the defender. Seconds come to Kyle Carey. Lofted back in. Percy's up there and nods it into touch. Blink and you'll miss it action here at Leicester Road Stadium. What an afternoon this has been. And make sure to hit that like button if you are enjoying this afternoon's coverage. And subscribe if you haven't already to the Coventry Sphinx YouTube channel for more exclusive content from the club throughout the season. Of course, we're next back on air on Tuesday night with a short trip to the Lamb Ground of Tamworth in the Birmingham Senior Cup first round. Jones. And what a clearance that was by Gill. Couldn't have struck it any sweeter. Bounces towards Reed. Shark's header. And Woodward does enough to find Hayward on the right-hand side. Woodward, a real return to form. Hayward tried to slip it through down the right-hand side, deflects that off Louis Gill. And the decision to send on Idris Hosseini has been delayed somewhat. And, well, Craig Jones showing his inner Ronaldinho there, flicking up a water bottle on the touchline. Not as if you need to find drama anywhere else, but Jonah maybe want to bring on from the bench at some point this season. The new Sphinx first-team coach. Coming up to the hour mark here on the Coventry Sphinx YouTube channel. Hinckley, Leicester Road 0, Coventry Sphinx 2. First half goals coming from Damo Kelly and that man, Kyle Carey, looking for a route around the defender, battling for it. Woolridge just getting the better of Kyle Carey, but forced to play it out for the throw-in on this near side. Prevented the corner, but slices it out just shy of the penalty area for a Sphinx throw. Sharrock given his position by the referee. Sharrock looks for Damo Kelly. Just prevents it from going out for the goal kick. Good strength on show against Humphreys. Looks for the cross to Kyle Carey. Turned away as far as Callum Woodward. Woodward battling for it with his opposite number 8 in Michael Armstrong, and brilliant work from Kyle Bird to keep it alive at Coventry Sphinx. Now through for Kyle Carey and turned away by Humphreys. Humphreys urging his players to shot further upfield, but it's to no avail as Woodward plays it through again. Damo Kelly would have been offside, and calming things down now is Jake Leban between the sticks. A goal from the Premier League. Nottingham Forest lead by 1 goal still against Ipswich. A goal coming from Chris Wood from the penalty spot. Woodward, overhead kick, finds Kelly. It's shielded well by Damo Kelly off the chest of Kyle Carey. And now Damo Kelly looking for a roof for his second goal against Humphreys. Tries to pull it back, a slide by Humphreys, makes the block, and it's out for the corner. Damo Kelly having the game of his life. Corner kick for the Sphinx with half an hour to go. Callum Woodward looking for a sky blue man within the confines of the penalty area. A third would make it safe. Lebanon makes sure that's not going to happen. Great leap from the Hinckley number 1, brings it safely down for the Knitters. Lebanon away. Straight onto the head of Joe Percy at right back. There will be a throw-in. 10 yards into Sphinx territory, so it's a great kick from Lebanon there. And more into the Sky Blues of Coventry City, still 2-1 down at home to Cardiff. Not the side that Frank Lampard would have wanted. The home form of the Sky Blues is a real cause for concern at the moment. Hinckley looking for a route into the penalty area. An acrobatic clearance from Kyle Burke. It's proven to be a fantastic addition to the Sphinx midfield. But slowly but surely, Hinckley are making their way to the box. And you have to think, if they get one goal, it's going to give them the momentum to try and go and get that equaliser. So it's Gill with the throw. Lynn's into the point. Here's to Joe Lynn, down line to Gill again. Here's Dominic Brennan, playing a lot deeper than he's used to. Bars off the ball by Hayward, but it's already away to Simon Olcott. Chip pass again. Gill cushions it well. Brennan. Dominic Brennan out wide. Gill. Now Humphreys. Cautious approach here from Hinckley. They don't want to rush things. The time is quickly running out. Humphreys. Now Brennan. Lynn. Sphinx well set up and forcing Hinckley away from the net here. But now here comes Aaron Nuttall. Now he's got Hinckley going. Great run from Nuttall, still going. Into the air he goes. Nuttall deflected behind, and Nuttall boots the ball into the stand in frustration. Can't believe that his work down the left-hand side didn't result in a more favourable opportunity. Well, Spinks warned to think about the short option. Percy heads across to cover off Aaron Nuttall. So Hinckley are going to go for a conventional approach with the corner. Wood sees it coming all the way and brings it down. Charlie Wood's a safe pair of hands between the six since his arrival from Alvechurch. He was Quorn's number 1 on their route to the playoffs last year. And Hinckley, who were the losing semi-finalists against the might of Harborough. And their season has not lived up to expectations. Their night is not living up to expectations at the moment. Gill in his own backyard, forced away by Jordan Hayward. Humphreys nearly losing out to Hayward there, just gets it away in time to Joe Lynn. Bouncing ball towards the centre circle, cleared by Finley Shark, and may actually fall kind of a Dave Mulcahy there, just shy of the teenager's head. Back with Leburn. And the clearance deflects off Callum Woodward, and the seconds fall to Hinckley. And it's with Dominic Brennan. Floats the ball towards the Sphinx back line, towering header by Guest. Brennan stabbed away by Jack Downtis, calm things down now midfield. Woodward looking for the through ball to Kyle Carey. Bit too powerful for Carey. It's played into the penalty area with Leburn. And space opens up for Woolridge. Andrew Woolridge. Neat control by Reid on the right side of the area, but snatched away at a crucial moment by Finley Shorrock. And Carey's with him. Shorrock looking to go through the middle instead, runs into Armstrong. Needs some help now, shielded away by Lynn. And Kyle Carey Finds Damien Kelly and tries to thread it through now for Jack Downs. And Downs has got the ball on the right-hand side. Needs to try and find the cross with Jordan Hayward. Damien Kelly with the first time ever. Hits Gill in the head and brought down on the bounce by Leben. Hinckley on the attack in the centre circle with Lynn and snatched away again. Jack Downs poking it away from the captain. Here's Kelly. Slide in by Alcott does the trick on Damo Kelly. Humphreys. Here's Lynn. Armstrong in the middle. Dominic Brennan. Gill in support. Hinckley need to find something here. It was Sphinx who came into this game looking for inspiration. At the moment, it looks like it's Hinckley who are faithless. Brennan. Armstrong. Lynn. They're all lining up as they enter the final third of Sphinx's half. Brennan forced back by Shark, twisting and turning away from the left back. Through ball to Woolridge. Covered up by Jack Downs. Lynn, the captain. Dominic Brennan, urged to strike. That's with Aaron Nuttall. Little shove from behind. Referee says it's not enough. Woolridge, right-hand side, crossing over shooting. Down line with Nuttall again. Stays on his feet. Skips away from the challenger, Burke. Aaron Nuttall. Lynn. Digs in the area and Armstrong offside as he's missed the target anyway. It looked like he's hit the post. The best move that Hinckley have mustered in the opening 65 minutes plus, but it still was a fruitless move. And Kyle Burke has gone down. Would not be ideal to see him withdrawn with injury on his first start for Coventry Sphinx. It looks like it's a cramp issue, and Idris Hosseini is ready to come on. Well, it all started so well for Leicester in their trip to Brentford. They were 1-0 up through Buonanotte. But 4 straight goals for Brentford, making it Brentford 4, Leicester 1. I thought there was a ban on fox hunting at the moment. Hosseini is ready and waiting. Kyle Burke, thankfully, is on his feet. Didn't need the assistance of the Sphinx physio. It was just a bit of cramp. Callum Woodward able to stretch his leg far enough so Burke could get over it. We assumed that Hosseini was going to come on for Jack Downs early on in the second half after a yellow card for dissent and the final warning. Hosseini tries to keep warm as Sphinx continue with the play. He will come on in the next passage of play. Hayward. It's cleared by Gill, and now down the left-hand side goes Aaron Nuttall and slid into touch by Guest. Guest having a strong afternoon at the back line for Coventry Sphinx. The back four seems to be working. And the throw from Gill, down line it goes with Ben Humphreys. Sphinx at the moment, well, the ball's gone out for a Coventry Sphinx throw there. Poor touch on the near side. And Sphinx, as it stands, are on course for their first away win of the season. And as it stands, with the current form guide, Sphinx would go above Hinckley into 16th place, and with the defeats currently for Rugby and Lye, would go 5 points clear of the relegation zone. Just the tonic that Sphinx needed after a difficult few weeks. Jones juggling it away from Hayward. Simon Olcott curling it around Kyle Carey for Andrew Woolridge. Woolridge. Now Liam Reid, look for the return ball to Woolridge, cut out by Carey. Now taking it all the way into the corner and sends it out for the goal kick via Andrew Woolridge's leg. Excellent play from Kyle Carey, who's also now playing as a left wing back. Well, Hosseini still awaiting his introduction. A reminder of the subs for Coventry Sphinx. Rowan Nui, who if Sphinx are in front, they probably won't use him because he played this morning for the West Brom under-18s, raced across the Midlands to be on call for Sphinx if needed. Idris Hussaini, who is definitely coming on in a moment. Callum Martin, who's been recalled from his loan at Hinckley AFC, Hinckley, Leicester Road's great rivals, and Sam Lockley, who hasn't made an appearance for Sphinx since the first week of September when he was sent off on his debut. And Sphinx have got another throw-in in their own backyard, level with the penalty area as the ball to Nuttall bounced off the, I think he stretched for it, just flicked it out into touch, and Coventry Sphinx with the throw-in deep into their own turf. There goes the throw towards Jack Downton. Back where it came from by Lynn. Burke is up for it. Hayward keeps it in play and volleys it on, looking for Damo Kelly. Olcott all the way back to the goalkeeper in Lebanon. And it's a good swift clearance from the Hinckley shot stopper. Here, back where it came from by Guest. Brought down safely by Ben Humphries. Kelly's offside, can't interfere with play. Floating ball over the back line by Brennan. And it's easy pickings for Charlie Woods, who took it a little too close there to the Hinckley number 9, Liam Reid. Sphinx will be making the change at the next passage of play. Well, this kit combination may actually be a good omen for Coventry Sphinx. The sky blue and white home shirts with the red shorts and red socks. Red, of course, one of the civic colours of Coventry. The civic colours of Coventry, red and green, which are the colours of another club in the city, which I won't mention. Downs chases that ball into the right-hand corner, that ball from Callum Woodward, and it's into touch for the throw, and here comes the change. In fact, it's going to be Kyle Burke, the Sphinx debutant, and what an introduction it has been for the former Boldmere and Bedworth man. Hinckley beat two of Kyle Burke's former sides in the last two games. I think it's safe to say he's got his retribution today. 19 minutes left as Idris Hussaini, the dynamic centre mid, heads on. Oh, Idris Hussaini, we hear from the Sphinx faithful on the far side. Cautious play at the back for Hinckley. Olcott under pressure from Kelly, gets away just in time. Shorrock, slide by Woodward. Warridge with the interception. Armstrong. The cross deflected by Callum Woodward. Finney Shorrock tried to keep it in. Was there a bit of a push there? Referee says no. Liam Reid was a tad forceful in making sure that Finney Shorrock couldn't reach the ball. Corner in, and a good punch from Charlie Woods. And Hussaini flicks it over the midfielder, and Sphinx have Hinckley outnumbered here. Tries to play it through with Jordan Hayward. Hayward's got there, covered up by Louis Gill. Hussaini racing alongside him, chasing the goal against Kelsey. Sits it on the left-hand side. Kyle Carey to finish it. Tight angle, it's Carey, stopped with the legs of the near post by Levin. If Sphinx had tucked that one in, the 3 points would have been all but secure. But Hinckley scrambling back and just keeping their visitors at bay at Leicester Road Stadium. Callum Woodward to take this corner kick on the left-hand side. It's Woodward. Guest is in there, not away at the near post. Guest looking for his second goal this month after going over a year without it. And Kyle Carey's got the throw in there. Slide by Kyle Carey. And as he was taken out by the Sphinx number 10, it was deflected out of a lunging Aaron Nuttall in front of the away dugout. Well, Sam Lockley going for a warm-up. His introduction looks imminent, and we assume it's going to be Damo Kelly who makes way. The nod over Kelly by Lynn and sliced out by the goalkeeper Leben, and a throw-in right on the touchline for Coventry Sphinx. Couldn't be further in the corner if they tried. The referee giving Sphinx the direction. Shark taking it a little further down line than where the ball landed. Vasani wants it, as does Damo Kelly. Great chest control by Vasani. Shorrock shielded away from the penalty area, but the challenge from Nuttall takes it over the line. Sphinx have another throw in virtually the same position. 15 minutes to play here at Leicester Road Stadium, and Sphinx have it under control at the moment. Vasani just knocks it out for the goal kick, and good pressure from behind from Joe Lynn to take Vasani off his stride. And a quick goal kick taken. Humphreys. Gill in close proximity, goes down the middle. Brennan finds Olcott, now it's with Lynn. Joe Lynn looking for the floating ball to Armstrong. Armstrong tries to cushion it down, cleared by Draper. And Kyle Carey has all the space in the world. Now he's being closed down by Woolridge. Finds Vasani again in space. Sphinx using the ball well. Kyle Carey looks for Jordan Hayward. It passes through for Jordan Hayward. The defender is too close though. Ben Humphreys clears away from the penalty area to Woolridge. And Hinckley can try and calm matters down now, but Lynn can get on the end of that ball. Vasani. Sphinx urged to keep the ball. Downs, now Kyle Carey, rooted in Hinckley's half of the field. Hayward wants it played through, and it deflected off Andrew Woolridge away from Jordan Hayward and collected by Simon Olcott. Louis Gill striding up from the back. Chris Jones barged off it by Lewis Guest. Jones back on his feet and maintains possession. Down line for Gill. Hinckley limited with their opportunities throughout today's game. Can they get a chance and try and pull it back? Armstrong nodded over the goalkeeper, but well wide. In fact, it looks like Draper has got there first, actually. Jamie Draper, crucial header out, as Armstrong was ready to test Woods, who was off his line. Here comes the corner from the left-hand side. Nuttall was with him. Towards that far post, and Woods received a knock from behind. Free kick. It went all the way out for a goal kick anyway. The Sphinx have the chance to move out and calm things down. "12 minutes of normal time to go, and there is an issue there for the Hinckley goalkeeper. There is Jake Leben, who is in desperate need of some help here. He's prone on the centre circle outside the penalty area, and of course the situation that Hinckley are in, they're not going to be feigning injuries to waste time, and it's quite obvious that Leben is in some considerable pain with, looks like his right knee, and Hinckley don't have a substitute goalkeeper on the bench. They have Callum Earls and Jake Warm-Leighton, who are both warming up along the touchline, but I don't think either of them fancy sticking their goalkeeper gloves on for the last 10 minutes. Sam Lockley also going for a jog for Coventry Sphinx. A reminder that Coventry City are still losing 2-1 at home to Cardiff. Yaku Mete putting Cardiff in front in the 4th minute. Efren Mason-Clark levelling after 7 minutes, but then Robertson in the 48th minute putting the Bluebirds in front in Frank Lampard's first game as Sky Blues manager. It's not going to plan at the CBS. The plan is very much being adhered to at the Leicester Road Stadium. Coventry Sphinx lead Hinckley Leicester Road by 2-0 with just 11 minutes of normal time to go. And Sam Lockley is ready for his introduction. Could well be pivotal on Tuesday with the trip to Tamworth. But squad rotation, distinct possibility for that one. And there it goes from Charlie Woods looking for another clean sheet, and it's a cannons off the shoulder there of Simon Olcott. I believe I'm right in saying this will be Wood's third clean sheet as Coventry Sphinx goalkeeper after making that switch from Alvechurch. The Sphinx back line, I think this would be the 5th clean sheet for Coventry Sphinx this season. He only managed 1 all year last season. The offensive improvement has been clear to see. Percy, though Nozzle's defending, volleying that one away, and Damo Kelly closing in on Lemon has to head the ball on the edge of his penalty area away from Kelly, and Lemon can't be comfortable, and that was not a comfortable clearance by Simon Olcott, slicing the ball off his boot. It was like his boot was covered in clover. Shark with the throw just into Sphinx territory. Looks like Kelly, headed on by Woolridge, and it's shepherded back by Armstrong into the hands of Leban, who is moving a little bit more freely now after that injury scare. Leban, Jack Downs up for it, heads it up rather than out. Jones onto the seconds. Woodward tries to make the block. Chris Jones out wide. Louis Gill. Hinckley still have time. Away from Fasani. Joe Lynn. Aaron Nuttall. And slips it into the area. Just to pull it back. Deflected out for the corner. Lewis Guest on the deck, turning it out. Whipped in from the left. Hinckley running out of time here. It looks like he's going all the way out for the goal kick. Indeed it is. In and out. And Sphinx making the change now. Sam Lockley is on. And you have to assume it's going to be a like-for-like change. It is indeed. Damo Kelly. What an afternoon it has been for the Sphinx teenager. His first start, his first goal. Well, the man has been made. He applauds the Sphinx faithful on the far side of the field as he trudges off, and on comes Sam Lockley, signed from Daventry. That's an emergency replacement for Shea Willock after his first red card of the season. Lockley himself sent off in the next game and has not been seen since due to a toe injury. He's now fully fit and raring to go. He is going to be needed in this crucial spell of the season. Lockley knocks it on. Looking to beat Armstrong for pace and tracks down the number 8. Free kick to Hinckley. Calm it down, Sam. We don't want another red card here. Leban. Now striding out is Armstrong. Leban again. Lynn playing a little deeper at this stage of the game. Plays a 1-2 with Brennan. Here he is again, Dominic Brennan. They want him further upfield, if anything, and his ball into the midfield just collected by Fasani. Downs, and now just space in front of Kyle Carey. Now who he can move. He's caught up by Andrew Woolridge. Still going Kyle Carey on the fringes of the area. Carey, into the middle it goes. Jack Downs, he was thinking about the strike, but Brennan catches him from behind and slides it away. Reed lets it get away from him. Joe Percy first at the seconds. Bobbling ball to Hayward. Gill tries to swat him off the ball, but good strength on show from Hayward. Downs, Fasani wants it. It's Jack Downs with a rocket and parried out. Downs has been a true leader in recent weeks, the epitome of Coventry Sphinx. And he looks to lead by example with a venomous hit. Leban getting everything behind it to deny him. Damo Kelly making his way past us. Incredible performance from the 18-year-old. Callum Woodward as Sphinx look to finish the job. Guest is up there, as is Fasani towards Lockley, punched away by Leban. Out with Carey, sends it in towards Fasani, stabbed away by Ben Humphreys. Fasani. Sphinx out of the danger zone, but still in possession. Jack Downs. Trying to duck and dive away from Gill. Gets the throwing out of it. And Rowan Nui is going to play his second game in the space of 3 hours. Incredible dedication on show from the 17-year-old who played for West Brom's under-18s early this morning. Cal Martin also set to come on. Here comes the throw towards Lockley, headed out by Alcott. Percy. Plays a 1-2 with Jack Downs. Joe Percy, did he take it over the line? No, he didn't. It's a cross in towards Lockley, a diving header away by Armstrong. He's done enough as it's thumped into relative safety, throwing in the Sphinx half for the Sky Blue and Whites. And here comes the change for Hinckley. They're replacing Liam Reid with Callum Earls. And Sphinx, we do know who's coming on, Rowan Nui and Callum Martin. We'll wait to see who's going to be withdrawn. It looks like Kyle Carey is one of those men. It looks like it's Carey and Haywood who are being withdrawn with 5 minutes to go. Sphinx are going to shut up shop. Kyle Carey is coming off, scored brilliantly from the penalty spot. He's done his bit. And it is indeed Jordan Haywood, the second man to be withdrawn. Now Martin can play anywhere in the back line as well as in defensive midfield. It looks like he is going to be played in a midfield spot. And Jordan Haywood, another strong performance. And on comes 17-year-old Rowan Nui. He's going to be stiff in the morning. So with 4 minutes to go, Coventry Sphinx 2-0 up. Dare they dream of a first away win of the season? Vasani pulls it just behind Callum Martin. He's playing it out, looks like left wing back. And cleared as far as Draper, who nods it across the back line. Callum Earls, his first touch on the ball since coming on to substitute for Liam Reid. Striding through, Humphreys. It's behind Humphreys, the return ball. Now Nuttall. Out wide with Humphreys. If Hinckley can get one back, they will start to believe. Nuttall looking for a route through on the right-hand side. And that flicked header on by Chris Jones sums up Hinckley's night. Hope, but not success. And it's still not looking good for the Sky Blues in Coventry. Still 2-1 to Cardiff between Coventry City and Cardiff. Cardiff still 2-1 up there. Let's have a look through some of the latest scores in and around the pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands. Coleshill 1, Boldmere 1, Lye 1, Anstey 3. Lye taking the lead in that game, of course. Racefield Warwick 4, Long Eaton 1. Surprise scoreline there for Warwick, who have took to this league like a duck to water. Corn 5-0 up at Rugby Town. Shepshire 2-1 up at Sporting Cowsor. Another surprise in store there. Wellingborough and Grantham drawing 1-1. And Worcester 2-0 up at home to AFC Rushden Diamonds. And Hinckley forcing the clearance to the right side of the penalty area by Coventry Sphinx. And now the Knitters are going to throw everything they've got at Coventry Sphinx to try and prize something away. They've got 2 minutes of normal time, and the throw comes to nothing. Callum Wood will place it down the right-hand side with Joe Percy, looking for a route through. Rowan Nui, I should say, but he runs into trouble. Now it's with Humphreys, barged off the ball by Guess. Rowan Nui tries to play it out. They're going to keep it alive here with Earls. Woolridge out for the corner, the standing block by Callum Martin. Hinckley corner from the right-hand side. I'm surprised at this point they're not sending the goalkeeper, Jake Leben, up. And in it goes, head towards the net. Handball claims. Looked like it hit the back of Lewis Guest to me. And it is cleared as far as the halfway line for a throw, which will be taken quickly by Gill. But Gill, with no one to throw to, has to hold station. Into the last minute of normal time. Sphinx are nearly there. Alcott. Dominic Brennan. There's red shirts waiting on the edge of the area. Humphreys and muscled by Fasani. Look for the through ball down the right-hand side, but Lockley was too central. Armstrong playing a lot deeper in this closing stage of the game. Simon Olcott floats it into the danger zone. Header away by Joe Percy. Collected by Lynn under seconds. Lynn. Aaron Nuttall. He can hit them. He's going to go out wider still with Woolridge. Nuttall again. Cross in, and it's easy header away by Callum Woodward. Now Sam Lockley brings it to feet. Leans into the challenge of Armstrong. Referee says nothing doing. A little pushing from behind by Rowan Nui on Armstrong. Free kick on the edge of the centre circle to Hinckley. Quickly played, nodded across by Jones. Humphreys tries to bring it down. Jones in there again. Sphinx trying to keep Hinckley at bay. Cutting in from the left-hand side, Hinckley. If they can pull one back, it'll be a nervy finish for Coventry Sphinx. We are now into added time. Here's Dominic Brennan. Puts the cross in. Woolridge headed out of the penalty area by Percy. Vaseni looked for the overhead kick. It was headed away, but with a bit of help from Martin, he has cleared. Now Sam Lockley, shielded from the ball by Armstrong. He drags Armstrong to the ground. Free kick in the centre circle. I think Hinckley wanted to continue. They've lost precious seconds here, but they have got the ball back. In by Lynn. Leaping header by Lewis Guest. Feels he was fouled in the process. And off the volley towards Charlie Wood's punch. Doesn't quite get it away. Aaron Nussel and Vaseni with the interception to end the danger. Now to Sam Lockley. Has got his way past the defender. Clearly having his arm held there by Simon Alcott. Referee says play on. And it's beautifully played through for Jack Downs. 1-on-1 to end it. Jack Downs stopped with the leg. It's Vaseni. It's a Coleman covering a Kelser and stopped. Nevin with a brilliant save and slid out by Sam Lockley. Well, even at this stage, Sphinx are not going to give up any chance. Jack Downs with the strike saved beautifully by Lemon, and it looked like it was a chance made for Vaseni, just like the Kelser game a few weeks ago. Not to be this time, but Sphinx, after 2 minutes of added time, surely are the victors here at Leicester Road Stadium. Constant pressure from Hinckley. They're not going to lie down and let Sphinx take the spoils without a fight. But Vaseni stretching to connect with Brennan's ball. Downs. Lockley was onside, but they're going to go short to Finley Shorrock. So Sphinx can definitely maintain possession. Shorrock. Just out of reach for Jack Downs. Lockley's there, though. Couldn't maintain it and cleared by Humphreys. Draper's header. That will be collected at the back by Simon Alcott. Coming to the end of the 3rd minute of added time. Alcott slips as he plays the ball on, headed towards Jones in the penalty area. Draper with a headed clearance. Vaseni off the head of Downs. Sphinx have to get it away and have. To the left wing with Sam Lockley. Couldn't have digs from behind by Alcott. Referee says play on to Sphinx. Here's Vaseni. Lockley in support. It's just behind Sam Lockley. And Hinckley will have another opportunity. Gill. Trying to battle past Rowan Nui. Nui putting everything on the line. It's Gill's ball. Headed up by Draper. Downs finishes the job. Checking the watch from the referee. And it will head out for a throw-in just in front of the away dugout. Sphinx want this game over. Surely Hinckley can't find 2 goals at this late stage. Armstrong through the centre circle. Aimless ball out for a goal kick. Coming to the end of the 4th minute of added time, and Coventry City have equalised at the CBS Arena. Victor Tort with an 88th minute penalty. It's 2-2 between Coventry City and Cardiff. Handshakes all around for Coventry Sphinx on the touchline. They know their first away win of the season is sealed in all but name. Charlie Woods. Play continues. It drifts towards the right-hand side. Nodded out by Ben Humphreys. And Percy lets that one go. 5 yards into their own territory. Joe Percy with the throw-in. Another check of the watch from the referee. He brings the whistle to his lips and confirms Coventry Sphinx's first away win of the season. Oh, what a change it is from the last meeting at Leicester Road Stadium between these two sides. Hinckley with a late victory that day to seal their place in the playoffs. Coventry Sphinx surviving by the skin of their teeth. But today, it's Coventry Sphinx who take the spoils. Kyle Carey with a brilliant strike from the penalty spot. And Damien Kelly, the kid, becometh the man, scoring the second goal with a fine strike. Hinckley threw everything at Coventry Sphinx, but an incredibly strong defensive performance, sealing another clean sheet with the sky blue and whites. It's a performance to be proud of, and Coventry Sphinx, after a rough couple of weeks, are showing everyone they are here to be counted and they are here to make an impact. Final score at Leicester Road Stadium: Hinckley Leicester Road 0, Coventry Sphinx 2. And that is all she wrote, and whoa, I'll just sit down on a pint after that one. What an incredible game that was. Congratulations to Coventry Sphinx, commiserations to Hinckley. We'll be back on Tuesday night for the trip to Tamworth in the Birmingham Senior Cup. Highlights hopefully will be available tonight on the Coventry Sphinx YouTube channel. Wow. I've got to go and try and catch my breath after that one. The Sphinx Army have made their way down the M1, have been treated. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Again, final score: Hinckley LRFC 0, Coventry Sphinx 2. Liam Cook signing off from Leicester Road Stadium. Thanks for joining us. Goodbye.